Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is September 27, 2024. Here is another weekly edition, weekly wrap. Apologies for my absence yesterday. I was on flight, so I couldn't give you any proper updates, but I came up with weekly analysis, which is going to be a comprehensive one in two sessions. So in this session, I'm going to talk about stock market indexes and crude, gold, silver, and all three indexes for the stock market. In the next chapter, we're going to cover individual stocks as we covered in a daily analysis. All right, so this week we had a pretty nice week. Market just hit new all-time high. S&P 500 hit new all-time high. Nasdaq just break above August top, and then coming back down a bit today. Market overall has a good condition in many aspects. If you want to see that, heavy value names just a wake up as well. Dow Jones hit new all-time high. Energy market just bottom, and we saw that sign of life just last week. I mean, like that's the current days. Actually, these days we will see that Oxy, Chevron, and ExxonMobil hit the bottom and coming back up nicely. So there are lots of good names just jump up after kind of like a changing in the CEOs. Starbucks just before, but Nike this week they jacked up as well. WYNN just went up nicely. Fantastic week this week as well. And also Chinese ADRs because of the money injection to the economy from the China. We saw that Spark just came up. And if you haven't seen my Baba video, just posted 4 weeks ago about the potential buying opportunity in Alibaba. Make sure watch that one because we kind of like nailed the bottom, I believe, for the Chinese market. And after that, we saw that Baba just came up nicely from the bottom to a very nice surge. Even today, we just had like a 5 to 4% to the upside as well. So lots of good materials are going to be covered. Without any further ado, let's go to the chart, see what chart tells us. Here is S&P 500, the weekly chart. And we are kind of like getting into this box. September obviously was a bullish month. At the beginning, September was bad, like a first week of September. You see that we just got a sharp reversal. But after that, we just got a very nice rally to new all-time high. And I believe that the next 2 weeks, potentially, we're kind of like a grinding higher, just a sideways to up. But when we are getting to October, second half of October, we are going to get a kind of like a dip or sharp sell-off to the downside. And potentially, we are going to hit to a bottom of this 5,400 area, which is not bad actually for a stock market, a healthy correction. But I believe that when we are getting to November timeframe, we should just be careful about it. Otherwise, I would say this rally was above my expectation. I was bullish since, I should say, even with this consolidation, when that happens. So myself, my subscribers just bought a lot in this sell-off in 2022. In this consolidation, I was waiting for a sharp rally to the upside. And sure enough, we just nailed the bottom here, going all the way up. Again, with this pullback, which was last year, we kind of like, we were very bullish. And look what happened to the market. So that's why our portfolio is grinding higher nicely. So today I just posted my portfolio percentage, and it was kind of like a 4.70% for just September. And year to date is 20%, and also 1 year, which is going to be this time last year, is about like a 30%. So which is a very good for a conservative portfolio. This is not aggressive portfolio. I'm not an aggressive person. I'm not kind of like a scalper. I'm just finding the value names sitting there for 6 months, maybe a year, but I will get a good solid performance out of them. So we just doing very relaxed investment, and our portfolio is rocking, and it is very, very nice diversified. Even today, when market S&P 500 And also Nasdaq went down. So if you just see the daily chart here, so daily chart shows that the reversal is coming for S&P 500. Potentially, we are going to sit somewhere around 5,600 or middle of this wide range bar. We were positive today. We were kind of like almost 1% positive because our portfolio is very diversified. Before getting deep to daily chart, so I just want to show you here. So potentially the next correction is going to be a sharp one because we are seeing a very kind of like an aggressive divergence in all charts when I see in all indicators with S&P 500. S&P 500 hit three drives pattern, and this is confirming with all these three indicators at the same time. So when I see a lower low in these three indicators, which is MACD, RSI, and IMI, potentially, we are going to see a very sharp sell-off, potentially at the end of the October or kind of like in November period. So this, I would say these 2 months are going to be crazy. But after that, I should say market can keep grinding higher all the way through to 2025. And 2025 is going to be totally another story. I'm going to give you a potential, not potential, I'm going to give you the forecast for 2025 as well when we are getting to the end of this year. But I would say uh, this dip in October, November would be a great buying opportunity just because market momentum is shifting higher, and I'm not looking for a crash or something uh, for for a market, at least at the time being. Next week we will have NFP numbers coming, and we should just be careful about that. If NFP number, job number is going down, so that's going to give market more signal for a 50 basis point drop in November as well. Moving on to Nasdaq, let's go to weekly chart. So here's the weekly chart, and we just got above August top here, but this is kind of like a rejected, especially today, just going down, and we are seeing that still MACD doesn't give us a buy signal, but the stochastic momentum is getting to over bout condition, which means we may see a potential chop still in technology names, especially big tech is actually, they're not doing well. Make sure watch the next chapter because I'm going to go with individual names. So potentially we are going to get to test to 18,300 again. So if we get there and then we are getting back to the upside, so that would be kind of like the bullish scenario. And I believe that this happens in October, November, we are gonna see kind of like a dip in technology names as well. So Nasdaq is in a kind of like a lagging mood right now compared to S&P 500 and Dow Jones, and also small caps are not doing well as well. So small caps is kind of like a showing the warning sign as well. Daily chart, obviously, we are seeing a divergence between these two tops in MACD, but it's not confirmed in RSI, so we can't just neglect that one. However, the potential sell-off is coming for Nasdaq to this area, to 19,000 area. So if it breaks through 19,000 area, which I show it here, potentially months of November, we are going to see a more pullback. So I don't know exactly if that pullback is going to be just the ABC corrective move to here to August bottom, or we are going to break it through to the downside. So for now, I'm just putting a very aggressive price action to here, but it's not guaranteed. We are going to teach ourselves and we are going to educate ourselves day by day and week by week to see how market is reacting. But right now, we are seeing this. This is kind of like overshooting to the upside. This is kind of like the cipher pattern that I see that, and potentially we are gonna see another a drop for the Nasdaq to 19,000 area. So if it holds and bounce back up, so it depends on this bounce. So we will see how it goes for now. Moving on, let me save this. Moving on to UF30, which is Dow. Dow just hitting new all-time high this week as well. However, today we just got a rejection to the downside. It was kind of like a pullback. This is kind of like an aggressive rally to the upside as well. So um, let me go to gold. So here is gold. Gold parabolically moved to the upside, but I believe that gold is getting kind of like to top information, folks. I know that I'm saying this for a long time, but 26 to 2700 could be a potential a top information for gold. Why? Gold miners. Look at the gold miners today. They hit a lot today. 3% reversal to the downside. So that is kind of like the warning for the gold price as well. So if gold is getting back to the downside, I'm not surprised at all. But momentum, it is a strong, it is going higher, but we should just be careful about this. So gold can hit to 2,500, but after that, we need to be careful about this. If it holds this area, we can get back to the all-time high, but if it doesn't, we can go to the lower targets that I'm showing here, somewhere around 2,000 to 2,200. Moving on to silver, silver sharp reversal today as well. So after yesterday's surge to the upside, a shooting a star here to 32.50 and then coming back down. However, the pattern is a bullish consolidation. This pattern is bullish consolidation, which is bullish. But look at the momentum and also look at the stochastic. If a stochastic reversing to the downside, which means the price is going to get lower as well. So $30 is going to be a benchmark for silver. If silver goes below this consolidation here in September consolidation, we can see the bullish momentum is over, at least for short term. We can get back to here and also here. So this trend line is coming up as we are moving forward. This target is getting higher and higher. So I'm still looking for a great buying opportunity somewhere around this area, but it doesn't mean that if it gets there. So right now it's at 25, which is $7 above it. So we need to see a massive kind of like a sell-off for precious metals, which I believe that in October, when everything goes down, we can see pressure on precious metals as well. Moving on to crude energy, just ahead 67, 68, and nicely retracing back up. So this is a 2 days corrective move after this bottom. Geopolitical tensions unfortunately rising again, and we can say this one is getting back to $74. And if it gets above September top, we can break through above $74 and the new rally, the new period for energy and crude, which I believe that it's coming after like picking the after engulfing this pick. So if we break through above 76, I would say 74, 76, watch the crude on that level because that's going to be a great signal confirmation that the bottom was there and we are seeing energy stocks are going higher as well. All right, folks, before I finish this video, I want to show you something pretty interesting. This is a CNN Fear and Greed Index. So let me show you. Right now, we are at greed. Actually, yesterday, we were kind of like pretty close to extreme greed, okay? The sentiment is very, very bullish still. And usually this happens when market is topping as well, all right? So another indicator that I just want to show you, AAII, which is a sentiment survey. And this is very crazy, folks. This is, I don't know what's going on. Okay, so 50% bullish. This is one of the historic one for the last year. So last year, the record was 52. So we are at extreme bullish sentiment, which is usually happens when market is at its top. So again, it doesn't mean that it can go down tomorrow, but I want to say just be careful because this can change dramatically. And when it changes, we're going to buy, especially in bullish market, we're going to buy when sentiment is super bearish. So that is very, very important, folks. And we should just be careful about the bullish sentiment right now. Everyone is talking about like another new all-time high, another. So just be careful. Just be careful because when sentiment is getting above, I would say 40%, everyone needs to be on cautious mode. When we are getting close to 50%, we should just be very prudent, I should say. All right, folks, and make sure watch the next chapter because we are going to cover individual names as well. Have a fantastic weekend. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.